Hey, what's going on, guys? Colin here with Red Beans and Dice. Today we're going to be playing scenario number 3, The Black Ship, out of Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. It's the third scenario. We're going to be introducing a couple new components to the game. We're going to be fighting some enemies that can put some special conditions onto us. We're going to look into experience. We've gained 2 level 1 cards to our deck, which actually I think each character has one that will enable them to gain experience, which is tracked through this little thing, health, experience. You just turn the dial as it tells you. That's all that is going to indicate. So as you gain experience, you'll be able to level up, pick new perks, and also I accumulated 25 gold for winning my last scenario with Hatchet and the Red Guard. So I picked up 6 gold plus the 25. I have 31. I'll show you what items I bought. You actually get to go to the store and buy some new things for your heroes. So once I flip this around, I can show you how the difficult terrain works, how the traps work, some of the new enemies, and as I play through it, you'll see some of the components, and you'll get a better feel for the game, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so here we have our board set up. So some of the new things that I want to let you know about are the difficult terrain. So anytime you move into difficult terrain, you have to use 2 movement actions to get into it. Once you're in it, it is just 1 movement to move around, and then it's just 1 movement to get out. That's it. So we're going to be having some traps laid about. So whenever you move through or you push or pull somebody into a trap, it's going to do 3 points of automatic damage. There's no modifier onto it or anything like that. So that's just how the traps work. We have some money laying around. We're going to be facing the Zealots and the Vipers. The Vipers are actually going to be poisoning us or trying to poison us with some of their basic Viper cards that we've picked out. There's going to be 4 basic Viper cards for them and then 4 basic Zealot cards for the Zealots. And that is about it. Oh, and then also if you push or pull somebody through the difficult terrain, it doesn't count as being an extra action. It is disregarded. So if somebody was here and I had a pull 1 card, I could just pull them into that and they would get the 3 points of damage right there. And then also, I put a little rock on my guys. I put a little rock on the base there. They've hit rock bottom, so to speak. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Real fun, real easy. Didn't take too long throwing stuff everywhere, but I think it really complements it nice. So there's that. Oh, and then also, I do this every time, and if you've watched my videos, I apologize because I've said it a million times. But if you've watched this video and none of my other ones, I made these doors. These are actually not doors that come with it. So I just thought they would be cooler because they're 3-dimensional and a little easier to see. And over here we have a treasure chest also. So if we land on that or get close to it and loot it, we get to just look whatever it is and then grab whatever the treasure lets us know that it is. And then for this black ship, Scenario 3, we're going to be doing kill all enemies. That is the goal. And then also, I wanted to point out to you that we have some new cards. So in the beginning, I said we have 2 level 1 cards that we're going to be taking, and I'm just going to show you the Red Guards card right here. This little symbol right there, anytime you see that and activate it, or the card says that you use that, that is an experience point. So if I use this to heal myself, I would go ahead and just track it like so. That is it. That is all that you do. So that's how you gain experience. If you get enough of it, you level up, and that is that. Then also in our last scenario, we accumulated gold and we actually got to buy items. So I'll show you what I picked out for each one of our mercenaries. For the Red Guard, I figured I would give him a health potion and a heater shield. So a little bit of defense and then the ability to heal himself. And then for Hatchet, I figured I would give him a heater shield just in case he took some damage. Never a bad idea. And then the power potion, he has a couple of abilities that can target a couple different people. Or if he uses some of his special cards, he has the ability with, I can't remember what the card is, but I can basically add +3 attack to a ranged attack. Here it is, the favorite. So this is a little tricky. If I use it, I'll try to explain it as well as I can. But basically, I get to put a small axe token onto the enemy that I'm targeting. Oh God, that's probably not going to focus. I apologize. And then I will be able to add +3 to the attack and that token is going to stay with the enemy until I kill him. And when I kill him, it's going to be dropped down with the money token. I can go pick that up, and then this card is actually, this infinite sign here means that it is going to be lasting forever. I do have to burn it. I can't get it back, but the way I look at it is it's just going to be in play forever, and I do get 2 experience for that. Not a bad card. 17 initiative, and then this isn't bad either. But there's one of the cards that I thought I'd explain to you. All right, so let's get into our first turn for our mercenaries. So with the red guard, I went ahead and I picked out these 2 cards right here. And my thinking is I'm going to use Healing Sands to move 3, and I'm going to get right in between these mercenaries right over there. Why don't I? Here, I'm going to move these on over. You can get a little better view of them. So my thought process was I'm going to move 3, and I'm going to attack, all attacks targeting you gain disadvantage this round, and I don't have to burn that, so that's a nice card. I'm going to go at initiative 32, and then also I'm going to attack 2, target all adjacent enemies. So I'm going to be attacking this zealot and that zealot. I'm going to try to move right into there. So 1, 2, 3. So I can attack all adjacent enemies. That'll be both of these guys. And hopefully they don't have a quick initiative card that could ruin that. But that's my plans. Initiative 32, that's what I'm going at. For Hatchet, I went ahead and picked out these 2 cards right here. The Favorite and Double Throw. So down here, I'm going to use the bottom part of this just to move. That's all I wanted it for. And the low initiative to try to go before our Zealots do. And up here, I can target 2 enemies up to 3 spaces away and do 2 points of damage to them. So I'm going to move right up here, and then I can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I can target both of those guys and hopefully do some damage onto them. And initiative 17 is what I'm going to be going with for Hatchet. Okay, so let's draw our cards for the Zealots. All right, we got Vile Scourge. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'll put that right down there, though. And then just so you know, this door is closed, so none of these guys are activating or anything. We have 2 different doors we need to open up. And so none of these guys from this way over are going to be activating. It's just going to be these 2. So they're going to go at initiative 77. I moved all of these little things down here. Hopefully against the black you can see it a little better. So Hatchet is going to be going first. Red Guard is going to be going second at initiative 32, and then 77 will be the Zealot. So Hatchet will be up first, and just like I said, I am going to just use this to move. So I'm going to go 1 right there. That's all I'm going to do. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I am in range of the double throw. So I'm going to have to draw modifiers for each one of these enemies. So I will draw the modifier for this top guy right up here first. And I got a +0. So that is going to be 2 points of damage onto number 5. You can't see that, but that is number 5. So now I'll need to draw a modifier for number 1 right here. And I got a +1 on him. So that's going to be 3 points of damage. Take one of these big boys, and I'll put it over on his little card that I have off screen here. So this is what that is looking at right now. And unfortunately, well, fortunately and unfortunately, we're not playing any elite zealots. If they do an attack, they would put a wound on us, which is pretty devastating, but that is how the character card for the zealot should look right now. And that was Hatchet's turn. So now it's going to be on to the red guard. So he's going at initiative 32. He'll go next. I'm going to move 3 and try to get right 1, 2, 3 adjacent to both of these guys. So all attacks targeting you gain disadvantage this round. And then, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to attack 2, target all adjacent enemies. So I'm going to target him, and I'm going to target him. I'll do number 5 first. And I got a +0. So number 5 is going to take 2 points of damage. Now these guys have 6 points of health each, so he only has 2 more to go before he dies. Oh, and I think I drew... Okay, I messed up. I've been drawing Hatchet's cards instead of the red guard, so... I am going to shuffle that up, and I'm going to go from there. All right, and next I'm going to have to draw a modifier for number 1. So I got a +1, which is great. So that means it's a base of 2 for his attack. That means I'm going to go ahead and do 3 points of damage onto number 1. So that puts him up to 6 points of damage. He is actually going to meet the threshold to kill him. So number 1 is going to be dead. That is good. But I'm still worried because this guy is going to attack, not do a lot of damage with disadvantage, but he is going to poison me, which is never a good thing. So he is going to have -1 to his movement right there. And then his attack is going to be -1, and he is going to put a poison token onto me no matter what. So I'll go ahead and I'll put that onto the red guard right here. So now Zealot number 5 is going to attack the red guard. He does have a movement point, but he's already focused in on this mercenary right here. So he is going to do an attack that has -1 to his base value, which is 1. So he's attacking for 1. And then he is going to do a point of damage onto me no matter what. So I'll go ahead and take that little poison token and put it right onto the red guard's character sheet. So now we need to draw a modifier for the Zealot. And I drew a -1, so that's no damage. He is saved by the bell. Zach and Slater. Okay. So he does get the poison put onto him, but that is it for the Zealot's turn. We'll go ahead and put this there next to his other ability cards, and it's on to our next round. So for the red guard, I went ahead and I picked out these 2 cards right here. I'm going to go at initiative 14, and I'm going to heal the red guard and get rid of that poison because I don't need to be taking any extra damage. So I'm going to try to use the top here and hit him for attack 3, hopefully before whatever he draws, and then I'm going to try to heal myself and get rid of that poison. With Hatchet, I went ahead and I picked out these 2 cards right here. So all I'm thinking is I'm going to move 5 spaces down here with the bottom of Second Wind, and then I am going to use attack 2 in case that, let's see here. Yeah, the red guard is going to go first at initiative 14. If he doesn't kill him, then I can come in and try to do some damage onto him, and then I'm going to try to grab that loot token with Hatchet because he is hungry for that money. All right, and then initiative 18 is what I'm going to be going at with him. So let's draw our ability card for the Zealots and see what they get. And, oh, they got a 19, which is very low, but that is not low enough, I think. Yep, both of my characters are going to be going before him. And then one new thing about this game is the some of the negative modifier cards that you can add onto your deck. So if this Zealot attacks any one of my characters, the one that he attacks, we're going to put a cursed card no matter what into that. And here's what a cursed card looks like right there. It is just a nasty no-no card. You draw that, it's basically like a null where your attack is just wiped out. It doesn't do anything, so it's really bad. After you draw it, you do get to remove it from your deck, but it is it sucks. It's not good. You don't want it in there. So he's going to be going at initiative 19, trying to do attack -1 to his power, and then he won't move because he'll be already locked in with the red guard. So we have our initiative order. Oh god, these are so small. Okay. Red guard, going to go first at 14, then Hatchet, then the Zealot at 19. Got some quick actions right now. So the red guard is going to heal. So I'm going to heal myself too. Now, even though I don't have any damage on me, you have to heal yourself to remove the poison token. I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to attack 3 and immobilize that Zealot right there. He only has 2 hit points left. So, okay, perfect. He did 3 points of damage onto him with the +0 modifier. That's more than enough. He has 7 damage on him. He only has 6 health. He is dead. So we'll take our damage off of the Zealot, and then the Zealot will die. And we'll put a coin down where he was. Now it is on to Hatchet. So Hatchet is going to, let's see here. That'd be nice if he could move 1 over here and then loot both of those tokens, but you know what? I'm just going to move 5. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and stop right there on that and pick up that money token. That goes to Hatchet. And then, you know, I could break into here, but I would have to activate these these zealots, and then I would have to draw a card for these snakes that can actually, they have a lot of cards in there that let them jump and do snake activities and come after me. So that's not good. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it another turn and get some cards ready and then bust in there and see if I can do some ranged attack here and just get a little more prepared. So that is my thinking. I'm just moving 5. Everything else is disregarded. That is that. Okay, so for Hatchet's turn, I went ahead and I picked out these cards right here. And what I am thinking is I'm going to move 3, bust through that door, 1, 2, 3, and then I should have enough range to shoot that zealot right there. And difficult terrain does not block my line of sight, so we should be good there. And I'm going to be going at initiative 24. I hopefully would like to go before, once I bust in with Hatchet, I guess. I get to finish my action, and then we'll draw cards for the other monsters that are in there. So that is going to be Hatchet's initiative 24 and his cards. Then for the red guard, man, I got these cards. I'm going to be going very late. I guess I'll go at initiative 87, and then I'm not really sure. Depending on what they draw, that is when I will determine what I would like to use. But in theory, it'd be nice if I could maybe move in right here. If these guys go real late and I could disarm that guy, or if these snakes move up, I could try to disarm one of them until next turn so they couldn't attack me and poison me. So that is my thinking. Initiative 87 for the red guard. All right, so 24 for Hatchet. He's going to be going first. And he has, let's see here, I'm using the bottom part here. So, well, I guess it doesn't matter. They both have movements, but I'll use the bottom part here, move 3, so 1, 2, and I decided that I'm actually going to stay here because I can still 1, 2, 3. I can still hit that guy right there. You measure from the corner or this part of from the square, and you shoot. If you can connect it to any part of that, then it is in line of sight, and I believe I'm good. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. So I move 2, don't have to use all 3 of my movements, and then I'm going to attack 3 at a range 3. So I'll need to draw a modifier, and hopefully I can kill that guy right up there. So for Hatchet, I'm going to draw the modifier, and I got a +0, so that's going to be 3 points of damage onto our Zealot number 3. So I'll take this, and I'll put it onto his character card, and that is what that looks like. 3 more damage, and he is going to be dead. So now that he is done, maybe we have to draw the cards right as I bust through the door, but I still get to finish my turn. Either way, I don't think it matters too much. I may be wrong on that, but now we have to activate the Vipers right here, the little sneaky snakes in the grass, and we need to draw a card for the Zealot. So we'll draw for the basic Vipers. And we have Toxic Frenzy, which is initiative 43. And then this little sign right here means that we're going to have to shuffle this card and any other ones that we drew back into the deck. So they are going to move +1. They already have a base of 2, so that's going to be 3. And they do have the jump ability. So that means that they are going to disregard this difficult terrain. So I think this one right here can actually get into range of Hatchet, which is not good. That is not what I wanted, but hey, whatever, it happens. And then they're going to get -1 to their attack, and they're going to target all adjacent enemies. So that means, say, if Red Guard was right here, they would try to move here and attack as many enemies as they would possibly be able to. They want to kill us. That's how Mr. Childress made the game. Okay, so we'll put that there. That is initiative 43. And then we will draw for the basic Zealots. So drain life. Once again, we'll have to reshuffle that bad boy. He could heal on me. That's not good. So let's see here. Move +1. He's going to have a range of 2. And so he's going to heal himself 1. He's going to move +1 to get in range 2 of whoever is closest. So he is going to go at initiative 27. That means that he is actually going to move faster than the snakes. So he's going to heal 1 point of life right off the bat to himself. That's what the card said. To self. Sometimes you can heal the monsters around you, but this time he's just healing himself. So we'll put that over there. And now I have to remove this 3 damage token, and I have to put 2 back over there because he only technically has 2 points of damage onto him, which is not good. I don't like that card. It's horrible. So now he has a movement of 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's not going to use his last movement to move here because that would give him disadvantage onto Hatchie. So he's going to chill right there. He has line of sight onto him, and he's going to do an attack for -1 to his base, and he's in range 2. So his base is, 2? So he's going to do an attack for 1. So we'll draw from the monster modifier, and he does no points of damage. So not too mad at that. Now it's going to be onto our snaky snakes because the red guard is going at initiative 87. And I forgot to get these ready for you. I apologize. So Hatchet went first. Then we did the zealots. Then we did the snakes. Red guard will go last. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So where are we at? Okay, the vipers are going to go now. So they have +1 movement, so they're moving at a speed of 3, and then have the jump, which is just devastating, and they're going to do -1 to their base attack, which is actually, okay, that is just a base of 0, so they're going to have to draw a good card, but they are going to poison us. The snakes, no matter whenever they do damage onto us, they're going to hit us with a poison token, which is absolutely horrible, so more than likely Mr. Hatchet is going to be poisoned there. Okay, so we have number 3 will actually be the first one going. You pick them out by the lowest number. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to be trying to target him, and he does not want to go on the trap. And then it's jump. So these guys are going to disregard the difficult terrain that takes 1, 2 movements into it. They're jumping over it. They're flying snakes, I guess. So all right, so this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3 and jump over that trap. The jump lets him not trigger it. So he's going to move 3 spaces right next to him. Now we need to draw an attack modifier. He's attacking at 0, so it's not going to be a heavy attack, but Hatchet is going to take a damage token, or excuse me, a poison token right away, and we'll put that right onto his sheet. Then we'll need to draw an attack modifier for him. And, oh, they got a +1, so Hatchet is going to take 1 point of damage. Oh, no. Okay, so we'll move him on down to 7. That is how you track that. That is it. He has 8 to start out with. Moved him on down to 7. Not a big deal, but... And technically, you do the point of damage, and then you hit him with the poison at the last, I believe. So he wouldn't be taking 2 points of damage. You'd be taking just the 1 this turn, and then he would be poisoned after the attack for any further attacks going next. And that is it for Hatchet's turn. Now it is on to our very, very slow Mr. Red Guard. So I'm going to go ahead and move 4. And 1, 2, 3. So I'll move right there. And then that's it for this movement part. I'm not going to use all of it. And then I'm going to attack 2 onto, let's see, I'm going to attack this Viper right here. And I'm going to do a disarm to it also, which means it will have that token on it until the end of next turn. So, yep, that's what that means. Okay, so let's draw an attack modifier for the Red Guard attacking this Viper, number 9, right there. And he got a +1, so that's going to be 3 points of damage. And you know what? The Vipers only have 3 points of damage, so you know what? You don't even need the disarm for him because that is enough to kill the Viper. So that guy is gone, and snakes carry money. Everyone should know that. So we put a little gold token down for him. And that is going to be it for our turn. We'll have to draw cards for our mercenaries, and we drew the double truffle shuffle for both of our ability cards right there. Toxic Frenzy for the Vipers, and then Drain Life for the Zealots. So we'll have to shuffle both of those ability decks back up and start all over. Okay, so for our next turn for Hatchet, I went ahead and I picked out these cards right here. So I got a couple different things going on. These are my last 2 cards before I'm going to have to do a short rest. And I have some options here which I really like. So I can either move to and do all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. That'll be great. Say, for instance, if the snake moves here and attacks everybody, I can move with hatchet here, do 1 point of damage onto all adjacent enemies, and then I can use the top part here to attack someone. That would be nice. Or I could move 4, say, right to here, and then perform a loot action, and then possibly do a... Or I could do a ranged attack right now. Do 1 damage, muddle all the enemies so they don't attack me, and yeah, just a couple different options. But either way, I'm going at initiative 25. I'd like to go before they hit me with anything too hard, so that is my thinking. And then my last 2 cards for the red guard are going to be Swift Strength and Flaming Strike. I'll go at initiative 16, and let's see here. Ooh, I do have the target to attack to pull, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I'm not sure what I'm going to draw for the Vipers or the Zealots in terms of their initiative and what cards they have, so I'm going to go at initiative 16, and hopefully I can go a little faster and get an attack on them before anything bad happens. So there is that. Okay, so for the basic Zealots, I drew, initiative 77, -1 movement. That's great. They are going to be trying to poison me, but they're going very, very slow, so I should be able to get an attack off on them. So initiative 77 for the Zealots. Now for the Vipers, we have, another Toxic Frenzy. We just drew that, so we're familiar with this one. He's going to fly everywhere. He's going to target all adjacent enemies, and I'll have to truffle shuffle that bad boy back in there, so that is that. Okay, so let's get our initiative order right. We have the red guard going first at 16. Then we're going to have the hatchet going at 25. Then we're going to have the Vipers going at 43 and Zealots at 77. The red guard, I have these cards right here. I have this one that can target 2, but he is not in range of anybody. And if I move here, I'll have disadvantage on that guy. If I move here, I'll have disadvantage on the Zealot. That's kind of a thing that I have to deal with. It'd be nice if I could be right where Hatchet is, then I could attack both of them, but I didn't think that one through very much, so there is that. You know what? I think I'm just going to... I'm going to use this attack 3, range 2, and I may or may not pull him. I can't pull him that way. I have to move him closer to me when I pull. So I might just end up using Flaming Sickle, the top part, and then moving 2 and then getting a shield just in case somebody attacks me. I can have a little preventative actions towards preventing damage. So let's do that. Okay, so I'll need a modifier for the attack against this number 3 Viper right there. So I got a +2, so that is his base of 3 plus 2, that is 5. These guys only have 3 health for the basic Vipers, so this guy is going to go away. We'll put a little snake gold coin right there where he was. And then, you know what? I have move to jump over here, so I'm going to go 1, 2. And remember, because of the jump card, I don't have to pay an extra point of movement for moving into this difficult terrain right here. So, and I'm going to pick up that gold coin and give it to the red guard so I can buy some stuff later on. All right, for Hatchet, let's see his cards right here. And, yep. I am going to move 2, move right there, and then all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage, and that's just 1 damage flat. I don't have to draw a modifier for that, so I'll put it onto our Zealot, and he goes back up to 3. Remember, I had to bring him back down to 2 because he actually got that awesome card that healed him, so that is why I did that. All right, so the move 2, all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage card is done. So it's on to close cuts, and we're not talking about a haircut here. So we're going to use the top part here. We're going to target him with that. Attack 3 for the base, and hopefully I draw something good. Oh, no. Okay. -2. That's not good. That is not good at all. So that is base of 3 minus the 2. That's going to be 1 point of damage. So I was hoping I could kill him this turn. Not going to happen. So if you remember, for our zealot, he's going to be up. He's not going to move. He is focused in on him. He is within range of a melee attack. So -1 to his base of 2. That's going to be attacking for a base of 1 attack. And then after he does his attack, whether he hits or misses, he is going to be putting another poison onto me. So, excuse me, Hatchet already is poison. So if he gets let's say he does 1 point of damage to me, it'll be 2 because of the poison. So I really got to get rid of that. I forgot I had that on there. So let's draw a modifying attack card for Hatchet right over here. Okay, so he got a -1. So he was attacking at a 1. So it drops him down to 0. But because of the poison, I believe I do take 1 point of damage. So that is going to be dropping Hatchy down to 6. Boo. Okay. All right. Now it is on to our mercenaries, and we're going to have to do a short rest for them. We are done with all of our cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like the scenario told us to. They are all used. They are all discarded. So what I'm going to do is a short rest. So a short rest is I mix them all up, and then I randomly pick one, and that's kind of a good card, but you know what? I'm going to get rid of it. So if I wanted to keep this, I could put it to the side, take a point of damage, and then I could draw another one. I would have to keep that, but you know what? I'm fine with discarding this. So I put it in my lost pile, which is indicated on your character sheet to the right. And then I get to keep all of these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and I can use them freely as I want. So obviously we both have 8 cards. I haven't burnt any of them. So we'll go over to the red guard, and we will do the same thing. We'll mix it up a little bit, do a little short rest, and I'll probably pick the one that I like the most. Okay, that's not too bad. I like the low initiative, but I can get rid of that. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Okay, so for Hatchet's turn, I went ahead and picked out these cards right here. So what I'm looking to do is I'm going to move, pick up that gold coin, get out of range and, get out of disadvantage and give him the ability to do his stopping power ranged attack. And hopefully I can kill him right there. I'll be going at initiative 18, so hopefully I can get a better card for him. And yep. For the red guard, I'm going to be a team player this time, and I do not like that poison on Hatchet, so I'm going to heal him up, and I can't reach him with this attack right here. He's only 1, 2, 3 spaces away, so I'm going to go ahead and just heal him and then forfeit the top part of my turn right here. And I will be going at initiative 41. Okay, for the Zealot, we are going to be going at, initiative 27, so hopefully Hatchet can kill him, because this is the bad one where he heals his life, and we don't want him sticking around too much further. We want to get to that door and get to these enemies over here that I'll move onto the screen once we progress a little further. So that'll be initiative 27. For our initiative tokens right here, we don't have any Vipers on there, so I'll remove that. And then Hatchet is going to be going at 18. Zealot will be next up at, 27, and then the red guard will be going last at 41. Okay, so the Zealot, Hatchet is going to be moving 5, but I'm not going to move that far. I'm going to move right here. And the reason I did that is if I use this range attack over here, I am going to be having disadvantage, so this way I do not have disadvantage, and I pick up a nice little money token for Hatchet. And I have used the movement part of this. Now it's on to the attack. So I'll need to draw a modifier for the attack 3 that I'm going to be putting onto that Zealot number 3. So let's draw a modifier for Hatchet and a +0. So that is awesome. So he does 3 points of damage. He already has 4 on him. So that means he's going to be brought up to 7. And that is it for him. We'll put these over back in our nice little tray. And this guy is going to go away. We'll put a gold coin right where he goes. That is it for that. Now it's on to, normally the Zealot would go first, but there's no Zealots. We have them all blocked off by this door. And we'll get rid of him. So it goes immediately onto the red guard. So let's take a look at what he's got in here again. Okay, yeah, I'm going to heal 2, and it says range 2. I'm going to heal Hatchet right there. So Hatchet does have 2 points of damage missing from him, but when you heal somebody that has poison on him, you just remove the poison token. So even if I had heal 1,000,000 and he was down by 2,000,000, I would just remove this stupid poison token and that is it. So we'll get rid of this token and then maybe next time we can heal him up and get him back up to full strength. So the top part of my other card was, let's see here. I used that. There's no enemies in sight. I can't use this to move or anything like that. So I'm gonna basically just forfeit that, and we'll call that the end of my turn there. Okay, so I slid everything down. The only 2 enemies remaining are the Elite Viper and then the basic Zealot right there. And we got the door separating them with a bit of difficult terrain in here. There's a little money token, yay. So I am going to try to progress my heroes onto this way and try to do that as well as I can. So for Hatchet, I went ahead and picked out the favorite and then Disorienting Barrage, and then I'm not going to use this card at all. I only picked this card out because of the jump ability, the move 3 and jump, so I can float over that difficult terrain without spending 2 movement actions to try to get closer to that money token. And then I'm going to try to, with my red guard, I'm going to move and try to get this treasure because treasure is usually pretty good. So there's that. And I'm going to be going at initiative 17 for Hatchy. So for the red guard, I went ahead and I picked out Swift Strength and Blinding Sickle. All I'm going to do is move 4 down here, and I'm going to go try and pick up that treasure chest, and I'll just forfeit the top part of this card over here. I'll go at initiative 16, and that is that. So red guard is going to be going first just by a little bit. So we'll put that right up there. And there's no enemies. We haven't busted down this door right here to activate these monsters over here. So like I said, what was I going to do? Move 4. Got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm going to pick up this little treasure chest right here. And then I'll read what it does at the end of the scenario and go from there because I don't want to ruin anything and spoil it for you. I believe you're supposed to check it right now. I think it's just money. I can't remember exactly what it was, but either way, I don't want to ruin the scenario for you who haven't played, just like I didn't read the story. So that is it for that. I'm going to end my turn right on that loot token, or that treasure chest, and that is going to be it for the red guard's turn. For Hatchet, we got these cards right here. And then, what did I say? Okay, I'm going to use the favorite. No targets. There's no adjacent enemies to me, so I can't do that. Wound is actually pretty nice, but there's no enemies next to him that I can wound, so we're going to disregard that. And then I have a move 3 with the jump ability, so I'm going to go, huh, 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 just right like that. Jump over that trap, take no damage, and that is it for that. All right, for my next activation, I'll go ahead and pick the red guard's cards first. So I'm going to move 3, and I'm going to disregard the top part of this card over here. And I'll just go 1, and then 2, 3. I'll need 2 spaces to move into that difficult terrain right there. And then I will pick initiative 32 to go with him. Then for Hatchet, I will use these 2 cards right here. I'm going to move 1 and loot 1, and I'll be able to grab that money token right there. The top part of this card will do nothing. So I will go at initiative 46 for him. Okay, so red guard is up again. So what is that? Move 3. Yep. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get ready to bust that door down, and hopefully I can get a move card that gets me up to that zealot, and I can do some damage onto him or something. So there is that. And these are done. On to Hatchet. I'm going to use this bottom card, like I said, at initiative 46, so 1. And remember, it doesn't take 2 action points to move out, only to move in. And then he's going to move 1 and then loot 1. So any one space around him, if there was a gold coin here, 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 I would grab all of those. So I will get to pick that up, and we'll put it on his play sheet. And then I have used the bottom part here. There's no enemies to attack with double throw, so that is useless. All right, so each one of our mercenaries only has 1 card left. So that means we are going to have to do a short rest, which means once again, we're going to take all of our remaining cards, flip them over. I like to give them a little shuffle so they're moderately randomized. flip them out. And if you really want to mess with your teammate, you make them pick a card for you. Then you can complain about how bad the card is that they picked out of it and how much you wanted it. So there's that. Swift Strength, not a big deal. I will go ahead and lose that card, get rid of it. And now we'll do the same for Hatchet's discarded cards. So we'll switch that up, mix it up a bit. And then this one. And that's a pretty good card, but I'm not worried about it. We'll go ahead and lose that card. All right, so for Hatchet's turn, I'm going to go ahead and pick out these two cards right here. And for his movement, I'm going to pick this down here, move 5. And then I'm going to use this range 3, attack 3 center mass card right here. And my thinking is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll have to stay right there, but still I can go 1, 2, 3 and attack him, or 1, 2, 3, depending on what they draw. So that is my thinking, and I'm going to go initiative, what is that, 18. All right, for the red guard, I went ahead and picked out these two cards for him right there. And my thinking is I'm going to use the bottom part of this to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. That'll get 1, 2, 3 right into there. And then I have this card up here, Desert Knights. I can target one enemy within 2 hexes to disarm. So that is that. All right, so for the red guard, I went ahead and picked out these two cards right here. And depending on what the enemies draw, I'm not sure how I'm going to use this. I have a couple different options. It'd be nice to immobilize that snake, or I could disarm it. And then I'm not sure which one of these I will need to use in terms of distance, but I'll go at initiative 87, and once I draw their cards, I will let you know what my brain is thinking. Okay, so for the basic Zealot, let's draw for them, and 46, okay. And then for the Viper, we got Swift Fang, okay, 33 initiative for the Viper, and 46 for the Zealot. So Hatchet is going to be going first at 18. Then we're going to have the Viper at 33. Then we're going to have the Zealot at 46. And last but not least, the Red Guard going at 87 Old Man speed. Got it. Okay, so second wind for Hatchet. Let's see here. All right, I'll use the bottom part here, move 5. So that's going to go... oh, and excuse me, I drew those ability cards before I knew what was going on. I knew I was going to break down this door, but you don't draw those cards until you break down the door. That is my bad. I'm sorry about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to wait right there. So now I would draw the ability cards for them. That is my mistake. But we drew them. Those are what they are. I have the initiative order right here. I'm going to finish up my attack, and then we will activate the Viper, the Zealot, and then the Red Guard. I don't think it affected much. So that is it for his movement 5. Now we're going to do his attack 3, range 3 onto that Zealot. So 1, 2, 3. And then you know what? For Hatchet, I bought the, what is that? The power potion right there. I'm going to throw it onto there. So that just means +1 to attack to the entire attack action. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So I'll flip that over. That is done. And that's going to raise his 3 attack, his basic 3 attack right there to a 4. So if I draw a +2 or a ×2 modifier, I can kill this guy and he'll be gone. Okay, so we'll draw a modifier for Hatchet and bum, bum, bum. Okay, -1. So that's only 3 points of damage. No big deal. He's still taking some damage. So he is number 4, so we'll put it right on to number 4 there. And that is it for Hatchet's turn. So now we're going to activate the Giant Viper. So the Giant Viper is going initiative 33. They're going to have +1 move, and then they are going to try to attack 2 targets, but I don't believe they'll be able to get in range of 2 targets. So his movement is 3 with the jump ability. So he's going to go 1, 2, and stay right there. If he moved here or try to get into there, he doesn't have enough movement range, and then I believe he won't land there just because that would hurt him a lot. So he's going to stay right there, and then he's going to do an attack +0. So the elites have, sometimes they have different stats which are better. As you can see, the elite has a 2 base for its attack, so it's going to be attacking me for 2, and it is also going to be poisoning me no matter what. It is going to try to target two mercenaries, but that's impossible with its movement actions where it's at right now. It's fun. I'm kind of blocking the door there with hatchet. So that is how that works. Put that back. So we'll need to draw a monster modifier. Okay, so that is +2. I have the maximum, I have the poison removed from hatchet. So that's going to be 4 points of damage onto our little guy, hatchet. And then you know what? I have the heater shield. I'm going to block one of those. So that's going to be 3 points of damage onto him. So 1, 2, 3. And then he is going to take a poison token because of that attack. Anytime a Viper does a point of damage onto you, you automatically get the poison. So that is not good. And let's see here. Now we are on to the Zealot. Okay, so there's no movement on this card, which is actually amazing. This really is going to work out for me. I actually didn't think this through too much or plan about it, but he is not going to move. So he's going to have an attack that's range 2 that's going to muddle me, and it's pretty strong. It's going to do +1 attack, range 2. But if you look at where he's at, 1, 2, 1, 2, nothing. He's not in range of me. So that is absolutely awesome. So he's going to forfeit his turn. Nobody is going to be hurt this turn. And that is that's going to be it for our Zealot. Now it is on to our Red Guard going last. So let's see here. Okay, I'm going to move 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to attack this Viper right here. So that'll be an attack 2. And then I can target one enemy within 2 hexes afterwards to disarm. And you know what? I'm going to pick... Or actually, I'll pick him to disarm. So first, I'm going to attack him. I'll need to draw a modifier from my deck. And, whoa, okay, I got a -1. Not good, but still do a point of damage onto the Viper. So Viper is number 8. We'll put 1 damage onto our Viper. And then I'm going to disarm the Zealot. So that means next turn he will skip his attack. And the Zealot is number 4, so we'll put that right there onto that. And then I'm going to discard these cards right here. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to pick the Red Guard's cards. So my thought process is to go at 38 initiative, which is it's a little higher than I want. I want to try to kill that guy before he can do any damage. So I'm going to go at 38, and then I can target or 2 adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. That's 2 damage right off the bat. That'll be 3 onto him. And then if I don't draw anything crappy, I can try to do 2 points of damage onto him. And that would be 5 if I drew in theory, if I drew a +0 modifier. So that is my thinking. I'm going to go at initiative 38, and we will see what happens. For Hatchet's cards, I'm going to go ahead and pick out Stopping Power and Disorienting Barrage. And my thinking for this is going to be, I'm going to do 1 point of damage onto this guy right here, just in case the Red Guard doesn't kill him. And then I can shoot my ranged attack 1, 2, 3 onto that guy. And I'm actually going to go initiative 51. And the reason I'm doing that is because he is going to attack whoever has the lower initiative, I believe. So that'll be the Red Guard. He still has a shield, 10 points of health. He has actually not been hit today, or well, this mission. So that is my thinking for that. And let's try to kill these guys and wrap up this mission and get our rewards. So yeah, like I said, initiative 51 for Hatchet. I could go at 35, but since he's going earlier, that snake could go early and try to attack Hatchet, and he's down to, 3 health with a poison token on him. So I don't like that at all. We're not going to do that. All right, so let's draw for our ability cards for our monsters. For the Zealot, we went ahead and drew 27. Okay, so drain life. He's going to heal himself, move 1, and then try to attack. That's not good. He's going to be going early before us, I believe. So you know what? It is what it is. Now let's draw for the Snake. Oh, okay. So all attacks targeting the giant Viper gain disadvantage. Oh man, this is bad. Okay, so it's not going to move. It is going to have a crappy attack, but it is going to poison the Red Guard. So it's going to go first. Then the basic Zealot's going to go. Then the red guard is going to go, and then the hatchet is going to go last. So hatchet will go last, red guard will go second to last, and then the viper is going to go first, zealot second, then red guard, then hatchet. Perfect. Got it all right there. Oh, that sucks. Okay. They drew really fast cards there, so not into it, man, but let's get it done. Let's see what happens. So first off, the snakes are going to have +1 to their movement. He is already next to a mercenary, so he is not going to move. And then he is going to attack -1. So the elite's base attack is 2, says over here. So he's going to be attacking at a base of 1. And he's going to be attacking onto the red guard right over there, since he has the higher initiative. So, or the lower initiative, I guess I should say. So we'll draw for that. So that's going to be 2 points of damage with a poison token onto our guy. So we're going to put a poison token onto him, onto the red guard. And then I do have a heater shield for him. I'm going to block 1 point of damage onto the red guard. So that just means I take 1 point of damage and a poison token. That's all that means. Okay. So that is it for our devastating flying snakes. And it is on to our zealot right here. So right off the bat, that jerk is going to gain 1 life. So he had 3 damage done to him. So we need to take that away and just put 2 damage onto him. And then he is also disarmed from, I think the red guard put that onto him. So he's going to move 1 and try to get in range of this range to attack. But the thing is, he's already in range and he can't attack. So he is disarmed. So this is going to fizzle out. So we're going to disregard that. I actually forgot that I disarmed him. So go me. Yay. All right. So who's up? The red guard has the lower initiative at 38. So, man, since I have disadvantage against that snake, that really ruins everything. Okay, I'm still going to go for it. Okay, I'm going to target 2 adjacent enemies, suffer 2 damage. So there's no modifier on that. So that's good. So I'm going to do 2 points of damage immediately onto the snake. So we'll take 2 damage, put on onto the snake, which is number 8. And that'll be the top card over here. And then, the top card over here. So 2 adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. There's only 1. He's going to do 2 damage automatically over there. And then I'm going to do a 2 points of damage potentially onto them after my modifier. And then all attacks targeting Giant Viper gain disadvantage this round. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we are going to have to draw 2 cards from the red guard's attack modifier. Okay, God, we might be able to kill him. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got 2 +1s. So disadvantage means you draw 2 and take the crappiest one. We drew both of them. They are the same. So that means, what was it? It was an attack with 2 base. This is going to add +1 onto it. That's 3 points of damage. So that means he's already got 3. The 3 points of damage is going to bring him up to 6. He only has 5 health. That is it for Mr. Viper. He's going to die. I got lucky there. I drew 2 +1s. Go me. Okay, so Viper dies. That is that. Now it is going to be on to Hatchet's turn, and I don't know if he can kill this guy this turn. We will find out. So I got his cards right here. I have a move 2 or a move 3. You know what? He's kind of in the way, and I need 2 to move into here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can. Okay, all adjacent enemies, so I won't hurt the red guard there. I'm going to move 2 and just be a little money-grubbing, hungry Hatchet. 1, 2. Move right into there. Pick up that token. And then range 3, attack 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to draw a modifier for Hatchet. So Hatchet over here. And, okay. Base of 3 +1. That is going to be 4 damage. He healed last time, so he went up down to 2. But as you can see over here, he's got the 2 damage plus the disable plus the 4 damage. That's it. that is it. So let's see here. We'll put it over there. That is going to be 6 points of damage. That is what he has for his base. This guy is gone. That is the end of the turn. This money pops out, but unfortunately, I won't have any more time to go over there and pick that up because the turn is done. So that is it for scenario number 3, the black ship out of Teeth of the Kitten, aka Jaws of the Lion. I didn't read any of the story to you because I didn't want to ruin it to you. I had such a good time playing this for you guys, man. I always have such a good time. If you have anything that you noticed that I missed, I am not perfect by any means. Please leave it in the comments. I mess up all the time. I think in the beginning I actually drew some attack modifiers for the red guard that was meant for hatchet or vice versa. I can't remember, but it all worked out in the end. So thank you for thanks you for watching my video. Leave anything in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have a great day.